Good evening, friends. Intro, the 2026 Medical Revolution. Welcome back to Medical News Today. Today is June 8, 2026, and the medical world is moving faster than ever. In this 15-minute briefing, we are breaking down the biggest, game-changing health breakthroughs happening right now. First up, a massive trilogy of clinical trials just revealed that a single kidney drug could save millions more lives than previously thought. Next, the global weight loss revolution takes another massive leap forward with shocking new data on breast cancer reduction and a brand new pill that burns fat without suppressing your appetite. Plus, a 100-year-old mystery about how human eyes perceive color has finally been solved, and it's about to change vision science forever. Whether you're a healthcare professional or just passionate about longevity, you cannot afford to miss today's updates. Let's dive straight into our top story. Story 1, the kidney drug finerenone goes global. Our top story today focuses on a silent global killer, chronic kidney disease, or CKD. A sweeping global analysis published just days ago warned that CKD is spreading far faster than experts ever anticipated, now affecting nearly 800 million people worldwide. But today, we have massive news to combat this crisis. Doctors have known for a while that a targeted drug called finerenone could help a specific subset of patients with kidney issues. However, a trio of major landmark studies released today has completely rewritten the rulebook. Researchers have found that finerenone can protect the kidneys and the heart in millions more people than anyone realized. The data shows that the drug significantly slows down the progression of kidney failure. Even more importantly, it drastically reduces the risk of cardiovascular events like heart attacks and strokes in patients who don't even have advanced diabetes yet. Because impaired kidney function is responsible for nearly 12% of global cardiovascular deaths, this expansion of finerenone's use is being hailed as one of the most significant cardiology and nephrology updates of the decade. If you or a loved one are managing blood pressure or early-stage kidney issues, this is a treatment you need to ask your doctor about immediately. Story 2, GLP-1 weight loss drugs drop breast cancer risk by 30%. Moving on to the ongoing saga of GLP-1 receptor agonists, the class of medications powering household names like Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, and Zepbound. While these drugs have already transformed weight management and diabetes care, a stunning new large-scale study has just revealed a massive secondary benefit. Women taking GLP-1 medications are 30% less likely to develop breast cancer compared to those on other treatments. Let that number sink in, a 30% reduction. For years, scientists debated whether the health benefits of these drugs were purely due to losing weight, or if something deeper was happening at a cellular level. This new data suggests that GLP-1 drugs significantly reduce systemic inflammation and alter metabolic pathways in ways that directly prevent tumor growth. But it doesn't stop there. Parallel data released at the recent ADA 2026 conference shows these same medications are drastically improving patients' overall physical function and quality of life, while simultaneously dropping the risk of substance abuse and addiction by roughly 30%. However, it isn't a one-size-fits-all miracle. On June 5, scientists identified specific genetic variants carried by roughly 10% of the population that cause a mysterious GLP-1 resistance, explaining for the first time why these drugs simply do not work for some people. Story 3, the new muscle metabolism diabetes pill. What if you could get the fat-burning benefits of Ozempic without the constant nausea or loss of appetite? Scientists have just announced the development of a highly anticipated, experimental diabetes and obesity pill that works in a completely radical new way. Instead of targeting your brain to shut down hunger signals, this new compound activates metabolism directly within your skeletal muscle. By forcing muscles to burn fat and utilize glucose more efficiently, it lowers blood sugar and accelerates fat loss while allowing patients to maintain a normal, healthy relationship with food. It is still in the early trial phases, but it represents a massive shift toward precision metabolism therapies that preserve muscle mass while targeting dangerous visceral fat. Story 4, on-body cancer therapy and the water nitrate crisis. In European regulatory news, a major oncology milestone was reached today, June 8. The European Commission has officially approved Sanofi's Sarclisa for subcutaneous injection to treat multiple myeloma. Instead of sitting in an infusion chair for hours receiving Infor, patients can now receive this life-saving therapy via an on-body delivery system. This moves advanced cancer care out of the hospital and directly into the patient's home, drastically improving their quality of life. Meanwhile, a startling public health study published today has linked dementia risk to nitrate levels in our drinking water. But there is a massive twist. A long-term study of over 54,000 adults found that where the nitrate comes from matters more than how much you consume. People who consumed nitrates from vegetables, like a cup of baby spinach a day, actually showed a lower risk of dementia. Conversely, synthetic nitrates leaking into rural and urban drinking water systems from chemical fertilizers were strongly tied to accelerated cognitive decline. The takeaway? Keep eating your greens, but invest in a high-quality water filtration system. Story 5: Schrödinger's color theory finally completed. Our final breakthrough today bridges the gap between physics, mathematics, and human biology. Scientists have finally completed Erwin Schrödinger's 100-year-old color theory. While Schrödinger is famous for his quantum cat physics, he also dedicated years to modeling how the human eye perceives color space. For a century, his mathematical models had a glaring error: they couldn't perfectly predict how the brain perceives highly saturated colors. By applying modern advanced geometry, researchers finally fixed the math. This discovery completely sharpens our understanding of human vision. It is already being picked up by biomedical engineers to develop next-generation bionic eyes and advanced retinal implants for the visually impaired, turning abstract physics into literal sight. Dwell on the day's problems. Once you've got a plan to tackle the day's problems, let them go and take a moment to be grateful for the good things in your life. People who do this are often happier, healthier, and more satisfied in their relationships, especially compared to those who focus on their problems. Write it in a journal or just list them in your head. What matters most is that you do it. WebMD. Parental well-being. Screening parents during pediatric visits can improve child mental health outcomes by addressing caregiver stress and depression. Pediatricians are encouraged to integrate family-focused questions and tools like PHQ-2 to enhance care and support parental well-being. Medscape. Breast cancer. A study of women undergoing breast imaging showed a significantly lower incidence of breast cancer in those who had a history of treatment with GLP-1 agonists. MedPage today. Outro: actionable takeaways. What a day for medical science. From the massive expansion of the kidney drug finerenone to a 30% drop in breast cancer risks via metabolic health, the line between preventative care and cutting-edge science has completely blurred in 2026. Here are your quick, actionable takeaways for today. Talk to your physician about finerenone if you are tracking early signs of kidney or heart strain. Filter your tap water to protect against inorganic nitrates, but don't stop eating your leafy greens. Keep an eye out for upcoming clinical trials on muscle-activating metabolic pills. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you never miss a daily brief from Medical News Today. Let us know in the comments below, which of these breakthroughs do you think will impact the world the most? Thank you for watching, stay healthy, and we will see you tomorrow. Disclaimer: compiled information. This content is for educational purposes and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. The audience/viewers must verify the contents before use. The creator, publisher, and YouTube will not be responsible